Welcome to our Module 7 in Intermediate Excel. In this video exercise, we'll look at how to use AND function and OR function. We have used these similar exercises and combined AND, OR with if function and few other functions to make our formula very powerful, but this is something we have covered in Advanced Excel course, so don't forget to watch those videos and learn more about these functions. Now here we got 4 basic criteria for approving or declining a loan application. Now if we talk about our AND function, if we take a look at our criteria, in the first one our customers have to have a bank account with Bank of America, they should be working and must have a credit score of at least 750 and above. In this type of scenario, although we can use any logical function, but AND function in particular is advisable to use, and we can use as many as logical criteria we want, and it will return true or false. So let's see how this works. I'm going to write the formula here, and it is asking me different logical conditions here. I'm going to give the first one. If you see, I'm going to select the first client, which is B10, and that's a bank account, and then I'm going to use B6, which is the conditions I have given. Now in this bank account, which is B6, I'm locking this key again because this is a cell reference we are giving here. Now the second logical condition, I'm going to use C10 and picking up from our C6, which is employed part, and I'm locking down with F4, that's C6 as well. Then I'm going in D10 and picking it up from credit score, but here I'll use the greater sign because I want the credit score to be at least 750. And then I'm going to lock D6 as well. Let's see what I get here. So it's false now. Why is it false? Because AND is looking the exact match, and exact match means that bank account they have to have with Bank of America, and they have to be working, and again the credit score at least of 750. So that's what's coming false. Now I'm going to drag it down. If you see now, we have some false and some true. So let's see our third client, which is in row 12. If you see this client, he has an account with Bank of America, and his credit score is over 750, plus he's working as well. So that's what's coming true. Now let's look at our OR function. OR function means that if any of those criteria, if they are true, then it will come there as true, but let's say if they don't meet all the criteria and logical conditions, then it will say false. So I'm going to use OR function here. Now it says logical 1, logical 2, so same thing, you can give as many as you want there. I'm going to use the credit score, which is D10 for this client, and then I'm going to pick it up from our D6, and then again I'm going to lock D6 as well. Again I use the greater sign because I want the score to be at least 750, and then I'm going to use our net worth part. Now net worth has to be over 50,000, so I'm going to use the greater sign again. Now it's basically giving me true because the 60,000 net worth is more than 50,000 net worth, and credit score is 650, which is lower than 750, but I'm still getting true. So that's the difference between AND and OR function. If you go down, all the values are true except last two. So let's see what we have in last two values. We have with J client, he has a net worth of 25,000 in negative, as we see the bracket there. So that's why it's not giving us the criteria. The other thing is the bank account is not there, but we're not using this criteria. But however, you can use that. But still, the credit score is not there, and the net worth is not there. So both are false. That's why we have false. So we'll see in the next video with more exercises.